How we doing, guys? Dimes this year, and today I'm going to be talking about Benfica, the club in Portugal, under investigation by the Portuguese FA or whatever, some organizations over there. They're under investigation by FIFA for match fixing. Apparently their emails got leaked, and it was leaked that they were doing match fixing or whatever. So they are under investigation at the moment. Make sure you smash the like button, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think down below. But we're going to get right into it. So if we go over to here, it says breaking news: Benfica are under investigation for match fixing after hacked emails were accessed. This stuff does not really surprise me now. To the average person, it probably does, but to me, this stuff doesn't really catch me off guard because at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. It is what it is, man. Once again, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Are some of these footballers even that talented? Or are their careers just planned in advance? We don't know, man. There's so much that is going on behind the scenes. But Benfica are under investigation for match fixing after hacked emails were accessed. Portuguese Premier Liga leaders Benfica are being investigated for match fixing. Media in Portugal say the investigation has come about as a result of hacked emails being accessed by prosecutors and relate to a 4-year period between 2016 and 2020. All those serving as directors and board members during that time frame and beyond are involved in the investigation, including former Benfica, AC Milan, and Portugal star Rui Costa. Costa became the club's vice president in 2020, but ended up taking on the presidency when former head coach honcho Luis Felipe Vieira resigned from the post. Vieira had been in the position for a long time but was arrested on charges related to aggravated fraud, forgery, tax evasion, and money laundering. If you notice a common trend with these guys, Ronaldo and Messi, they had the tax fraud thing. Neymar just had a tax fraud thing. All these guys have raps and investigations because these guys don't be paying taxes. I hope you guys know. These top people, these top 1% people, they're not paying taxes, but you are. You're paying your tax out, they're not paying taxes. What they'll do, they'll write it off for charity or whatever. They'll write off $1 million here, whatever. They're writing it off to something else. They're not paying actual taxes like the middle class do. They're not doing that. This inquiry alleges that Benfica benefited from a series of fraudulent results. Also, it happened in 2016, right? We're about 3 years from a decade from that. So what's that? Like 7 years ago? That happened like 7 years ago. So since it happened between 2016 and 2020, now it's 2022. Now let's bring it back. Why didn't this come up in like 2018? Why is this coming up now? See what they do? They wait, and then they'll investigate. And then by the time they investigate, they're gonna find very little leads, very little evidence, and they're gonna run into a brick wall, and they're gonna eventually drop all charges and prosecution. This is how it goes. So Benfica have acknowledged the investigation and confirmed it is ongoing in a brief statement, though no further comment has been provided. Taking into the account news made public today, Benfica confirms that it appeared in court on January 3rd, well as among others, the members of the board of directors from 2016 to 2020 and who are currently in office. Benfica will no longer comment further as the trial is under legal scrutiny. Benfica in total willingness to collaborate with the competent authorities. At the start of last year, Benfica denied claims that they paid a former Portuguese referee $1.9 million for a few games for favorable decisions. It was alleged that Bruno Praxio received the funds from Best for Business, a third-party company set up by... So they're not even doing it through them. They're doing it through third, fourth, fifth parties. They're very, very smart at what they do. They're very, very well executed at this stuff. The club has never been confronted with the allegations of this nature, even in conjunction. Hell no, they're not going to be confronted, man. Oh. How you going to confront somebody else for doing dirt when you're doing dirt? That's like you're telling on yourself. That makes no sense. None of these people aren't going to confront these people. These people are corrupted, man. So what? You're corrupt, you're a weirdo, and you're gonna tell on another corrupt weirdo? You're shooting yourself in the foot. Literally. Pow. You're shooting yourself in the foot. But honestly, this does not really come to a surprise to me at all. Yeah, hacked emails. Somebody from an outside source hacked the emails, and yeah, they had things in there talking about match fixing and stuff, buying the referees, 1.9 million, buying the referees. Telling people to do this, do that. Um, and yeah, it is what it is, man. But Benfica at the moment are currently under investigation. Once again, this has come up today at 10 a.m. So, um, doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. This stuff is really going on behind the scenes. And I mean, Benfica, if you think about it, the Portuguese league isn't as big as the Premier League. La Liga, they're not in the top five like popular leagues. So if it's going on at that lower level, in quotation marks, and lower than the five leagues, then I bet you it's plagued all over football. And it's not good, man, because actually we're not seeing the 100% raw talent of these footballers, the 100% realness of this. Because if you go out to the field, if you play a rec game, if you play whatever, yeah, those games are real. Even semi-pro probably, because they probably don't mess with semi-pro. Anything that's not serious, they're not really gonna mess with. But most of these professional leagues are just, they are what they are, man. And it's great when it's your team winning. It's great when you're on the top, but when you're not, it's not so great. So, yeah, this stuff really does not surprise me at all. They're under investigation for match fixing after they've been hacked. And yeah, that's how it is, man. Once again, stuff should not come as a surprise to people, man. They've been doing this stuff probably for decades and decades. They're getting sloppier and sloppier and sloppier with it, though. Before, they probably were a little bit more clean and executed with it. Now they're just telling people at this point. They could literally tell people right tomorrow that basketball is rigged, and they'll still go watch it. It's like wrestling. They could go tell they will literally sit in your face, just like with the World Cup. They had all those attendants and whoever those guys, those top people or whatever, they were talking about. Oh, we need to give Messi the World Cup. It would be a disservice if Messi. They're basically telling you to your face, and people still don't want to believe it. They just sit there like sitting ducks, like, Messi, man. Oh, you need therapy. You're a Ronaldo fanboy. I'm like, no, man. It's in your face. They're telling you in your face, and people don't want to believe it. So it is what it is, man. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. They're telling you right to your face, man. They're showing you with concrete evidence. They're hacking emails. They're telling you this stuff. And it's funny. It's all the way back from 2016 to 2020. I know how this is going to go. Watch this. They're not going to talk about this anymore. They put this story out. They're not going to talk about it anymore. They're just bringing it up. They're not going to talk about it. And they're not going to investigate, really. Yeah, they're going to go to court. What, the corrupt court? Really? That's run by the Jesuits? Really? They're going to go to court? That's ran by them? Really? Come on, man. Let's get real. Let's get real out here, man. The sooner people get real, the sooner we'll get out of this, man. People aren't serious. And it is what it is. So, yeah. It's been good to see you guys. And I'm out. Let me know what you think down below. Peace.